32 of the world's biggest clubs from across the globe are ready to go head to head. This means that Mbappe, Haaland, Messi, Kane, and a load of South American and African wonder kids are going to be going head to head, and you don't want to miss out. The 2025 Club World Cup is now upon us. 8 groups of 4 teams, only the top 2 teams go through from the group stage, just like the World Cup, into the knockout stages where anything could happen. I'm going to take you through a very shallow dive of an overview of the teams and my pick to be champions of the world. Let's get straight into it.
Now the prize money is out of control. Apparently there's around 775 million pot, which will be split amongst the 32 teams. The tournament winners are going to be earning around £100 million. You can probably see the USD conversion flashing up on the screen now. That is unreal. And this is a massive reason why it is in the interest of some individuals of the clubs, not necessarily the clubs, and why it is first of its kind and adds a little bit of extra spice and intrigue to it as well. When I said it's going to be a quick overview, it really is, because you could go on for hours talking about each team. There's a lot of teams to go through, 32 in total. So I'm going to start off with Group A. Group A, I mean, look, some people are into this tournament, some people aren't, some people are angry because it's a waste of time. However, I find it really interesting, especially because of the time zone. I'm here in Asia, in Taiwan, so the games are mostly in the morning time here, evening time in the US. Group A, Palmeiras, Brazil. An extra point on the Brazilian teams. The league is still in play, which is why one of my favorites are a Brazilian team. And currently Palmeiras are 4th in the league. So if you want to go on form, okay, they have already got the fitness, or they should be at least up to speed, whereas a lot of players, especially from Europe, have been pounded and then run through some international games as well, not to mention some games from the Champions League and European competitions. But anyway, back to Palmeiras. Trophies include multiple Copa Libertadores titles, and they were the winners in 2021, so they have got some pedigree. Player to watch is Estavio. It's quality, fitness, and deadly in the final third. Moving on to the next team from Portugal is Porto. Need no introduction from all the people in Europe. League finish was 5th. Eligible team per UEFA Club rankings. Trophies are multiple Premier Liga titles, regular European contenders as well. The player to watch, Sergio Oliveira. Experienced playmaker, boss in midfield, the 33-year-old needs to have his energy levels as high as he can to compete in the early group stages. Moving on then to the Egyptian powerhouses, Al Ahly, 45-time Egyptian Premier League champions, 12 CAF Champions League titles, 3-time Club World Cup 3rd place finishers. These are going to be no pushover. And they are in the same group as Inter Miami, Messi's Miami, MLS Supporters Shield winners 2024, and it is their debut in the Club World Cup, where the games are going to be held as well. Lionel Messi is obviously the most well-known key man here, and it's going to be so interesting just to see how he competes at his age at these different levels, with all these different games, with all these different opponents, and who knows what is going to throw up, and if we're going to see some Messi magic. Moving on swiftly to Group B. Group B already with the Champions League winners, PSG from France. Top UEFA ranking slot, that's why they're here, and they just won a Champions League. They're known for multiple league titles in France, regular contenders for Champions League trophies, and although they've got a powerhouse of a squad to choose from, Dembele is in form, he has the flair, and he's going to be the one to watch. The next team in Group B are Atletico Madrid. Now, Atletico consistently finishing in the top place in La Liga with 11 La Liga titles to their name, and they're always strong under the guidance and leadership of Diego Simeone. One of the players to watch, Griezmann's still knocking around with his experience, his playmaking ability, and you know he's going to want to put one in against PSG as well. Moving on to Botafogo from Brazil, reigning 2024 champions. One of my favorites for the competition, but my favorites are actually another Brazilian team, which I'll tell you about later. Also, Libertadores winners of 2024, and one of the main players to watch is Georgian de Arezasta. I probably destroyed that name, but I did my best. Top scorer, and he's got a bit of a creative spark as well. The last team in Group B, Seattle Sounders. Second ranked CONCACAF side, 2022 Champions League winners as well. But they're also known for some domestic cup wins, and they basically work like a hard-working, well-oiled engine, collective midfield, ruggedness, and they've got a bit of team depth. Group C starting straight off with one of the big boys, Bayern Munich, Germany. Bundesliga champions, top UEFA rank. It's how they got their qualification. Trophies include 34 Bundesliga titles, Champions League winners, especially 2013, 2020, and two lots of Club World Cup championships as well, but not as it's being played this time. Play to watch, you've got to say the Golden Boot winner, Harry Kane, with his lethal finish, and it will be interesting if the humidity, the heat, and the minutes in his legs, or the minutes what aren't in his legs anymore, are going to play a part. How much of a part will he play? We will find out, but you can never bet against him, especially if he continues his Golden Boot winning streak. Moving on to Benfica of Portugal, they finished second in the season. They're known for their domestic titles. It is their first ever Club World Cup appearance. One of the players to watch, Arda Güler, dynamic young talent with lots of flair to go around. Moving on then, Boca Juniors, Argentina. Boca is a huge team, a huge name in Argentina. They've got high CONMEBOL, I had to say that slowly to get it right, ranking, and second among the Argentine qualifiers. Multiple Copa Libertadores wins, which is no easy feat. Club World Cup runners-up in 2007. One of the players to watch, Miguel Borja, physical striker with South American pedigree. And last but not least is a semi-professional club from New Zealand, Auckland City. Now, although they are probably going to be, as some people would say, one of the weakest teams in the tournament, they are 10-time New Zealand National League champions and OFC champions, OFC Champions League winners. We do have to remember that I believe that all their team is part-time, especially the coach. I believe the coach is a dentist, from what I've heard on the previous podcasts I listened to, and they're going to be giving it all. And the scary thing is with these tournaments is the prize money. This is just increasing the gap for teams like Auckland City in their domestic league, where they're going to be so untouchable because of financial clout. But good luck to Auckland City, and we're moving on to Group D. Group D with the favourites, or my favourites, I say the favourites. My favourites for the tournament is Flamengo. Now, Flamengo of Brazil, I nearly said Flamingo. Flamengo of Brazil are currently top of the league table in Brazil this season. They played 11, won 7, drawn 3, lost 1. So you got to say they've got a bit of momentum going into the competition. Libertadores winners in 2022 and their Copa America Continental Force. They've got an informed squad, and like I said, they've got the tempo in their favor. They're quite fresh, the top of the league, and they're going to be used to the humidity as well. In their group, Chelsea from England, UEFA Champions League winners in 2021, regularly top 4 finishers in the English Premier League. They've got Cole Palmer, who at the minute is dynamic, creative, and he's been one of the bright sparks of Chelsea's season. Moving on then to the Tunisia Giants, Esperance de Tunis. Sorry for the pronunciation again. I do apologize. I'm doing my best. I speak Chinese now. I've forgotten all my Spanish, all my French, all my other languages. Top CAF ranked Tunisian club with multiple Champions League titles. That is CAF Champions League titles, experienced squad, and they have familiarity with continental matches of big status. And the last team in their league is LAFC. US qualifications via play in 2025, and it's the first time appearance. Strong MLS form bringing into the tournament. Home field could play an advantage. And are these American teams going to be fitter than the average player? They're known for their athleticism. Only time will tell. Group E, River Plate, the Argentinian powerhouses. Everyone always says powerhouses. The Argentinians are well-known teams. Top ranked by CONMEBOL, Libertadores winners, World Cup runners-up, 2015 as well, which is a decade ago now. Time does fly. One of the players to watch, Franco Mastantuono. A rise in talent, a dynamic forward. Let's see how he handles the pressure, if he feels pressure at all. Then we've got Inter Milan from Italy, fourth ranked UEFA club side. Serie A champions, Club World Cup winners in 2010. They've got Martinez playing up front. And they have Champions League experience, although the final didn't go their way. They're not to be excluded. And have they got a point to prove? Or is the average age of a squad, which is normally quite high, but I forgot to check, is it going to play a part in some weary legs? We will see. Third place with Monterrey from Mexico. CONCACAF Champions League winners in 2021. They're sixth ranked, multiple domestic and continental titles. And they've got Solomon Rondon, the veteran, experienced striker at the top, former West Brom striker, if I'm not mistaken. And last in the group, Japanese Urawa Reds. Urawa Reds is the AFC Champions League winners 2022. They're fourth in the AFC ranking, and Asian continental success is no stranger to them. And as you should already know, if you follow Asian football, South Korean teams, Japanese teams are very well drilled. They work hard. They're technically very well drilled, very well coached as well. However, the lack of quality compared to some of the bigger teams and the pace, the tempo, and physicality will be a real challenge for them. But good luck to the Reds. Group F, Brazilians, Fluminense are in Group F. Libertadores winners in 2023. Copa Libertadores titles and runners-up are in their locker, and they have a couple of good talents with creative spark, one of them being Juan Arez, which hopefully I got the pronunciation a little bit close. Good luck to Fluminense. I'm really fancying the Brazilian teams in this tournament. I know I can't pick them all. I've already said Flamengo is my choice. They've got Borussia Dortmund from Germany in their group. UEFA third ranked team, Bundesliga champs in the past, frequent European competitors. So they have got that strong European pedigree, and they've got a red hot striker in form at the moment in Guirassy. Now, Guirassy is going to be basically in the shop window like a lot of previous good Dortmund players, which go on to, I won't say bigger clubs, but perceived bigger clubs by others, and they're a well-run they're a well-run club, always demanding good fees for the players as well. In that group is a South Korean team from Ulsan Hyundai. Ulsan Hyundai, they're eligible through AFC, being one of the top AFC clubs. Trophies, previous trophies included in the past AFC Champions League winners, and their tactical discipline and sheer hard work and technical efficiencies, just like the Japanese teams, are going to be well needed in this tournament, in this group stage, because they are also teamed with, or should I say grouped with, Mamelodi Sundowns from South Africa, second ranked CAF club, consistent CAF Champions League performers. They've got some strong midfielders and they have continental know-how as well. That's a really interesting mixture of a group right there. What a group this could turn out to be. We've got Group G with Manchester City of England, UEFA Champions League winners 2023. second ranked in UEFA, multiple Premier League titles, Club World Cup winners in 2023. They got Erling Haaland, unstoppable striker, golden boot form. However, all eyes are going to be on him to see how he fits in with the new signings, who should be a little bit fresher than most because they've got a point to prove, and this is a great opportunity for them to fit straight in. In their group is Juventus from Italy, ranked 8th in UEFA, 4-year club ranking. They've got a history of Serie A dominance, UEFA Champions League finalists, good UEFA pedigree. Dusan Vlahovic is one of the main goal threats. It's going to be interesting to see him up against Manchester City as well. And also in Group G is Huadad AC, are from Morocco, the CAF Champions League winners of 2021 to 2022 season, the third ranked in CAF, 3 times CAF Champions League winners, Club World Cup third place also in 2022. They have got an experienced African champions core of the team. They're not going to be no pushovers. Then a country I'm very fond of, UAE. I've lived there before. Is Al Ain. Al Ain is a beautiful area of the UAE. UAE League champions are ranked fourth in UAE League champions. Only UAE side to win the AFC Champions League. 14 titles. These, ladies and gents, are no amateurs. They've got a strong midfield and they've got standout Asian continental pedigree as well. And this is the last group, Group H, Real Madrid of Spain. UEFA Champions League winners of 21 to 22 season, top UEFA club ranking, record 5 Club World Cup championships, numerous UEFA Champions League and La Liga titles. They've got Mbappe, the superstar, on this stage, on this platform. Who is going to be the best of these massive individuals on display? Well, let's see if Saudi Arabia have anything to do with it. Al Hilal. Al Hilal, Saudi Pro League champions, no less than 19 times, and top in the AFC rankings. 4-time Club World Cup participants, and they have Cancelo, a proven European fullback, which is going to be interesting to see how he fares against Real Madrid. Moving on now to Mexican club Pachuca. Sorry, Pachuca. CONCACAF Champions Cup winners 2024, 5th ranked in CONCACAF, multiple CONCACAF titles, mid-tier Club World Cup finishes in the past. They've got young Mexican talent with pace and natural technical skill as well. They are all going to be in a shop window. And that is one thing these teams know and these players know as well. It could be a good bit of business for all, but hey, isn't the transfer window shut across this period and then it opens again at the end, if my memory serves me correctly? Final team now is Salzburg from Austria, UEFA club qualifying position, but it's its first Club World Cup appearance. Multiple Austrian titles with a youth-focused development path. They've got high energy, very young squad, dynamic pressing game. It's going to be really interesting to see if they can maintain that kind of pressing game in this kind of environment. So that was a lowdown on this revamped Club World Cup. Big global mashup, European giants, in-season South American teams, and disciplined continental champions. Look out for the individual star power. Messi, Haaland, Mbappe, Kane, underdog sparks in midfield, maestros and seasoned vetros. Why would you not want to miss this? Adios.